5 to 9. Gespräche, die über den Alltag hinausgehen. Was treibt dich wirklich an? Mit Blick zurück und nach vorn. Was haben Reddit, Blowjobs und Beatboxing mit Career Perspectives zu tun? Das erfahrt ihr in der ersten Folge meines neuen Podcasts 5 to 9. Meine ersten Gäste Gesundmeister und Yallamassive, zwei Freunde von mir und Musiker. Der eine hat seinen Job geschmissen, um einen YouTube-Kanal zu starten. Der andere ist IT-Consultant und treibt nebenbei so seine Musikerkarriere voran. Wenn ihr gespannt seid, schaut es euch an. Viel Spaß! Okay, ich darf euch mal kurz vorstellen, und zwar nennen die beiden sich, wie soll man dich nennen? Danilo, a.k.a.
Gesundmeister.
Giesingmeister, Gesundmeister, born up, raised in Munich, Giesing. Freddy Merckxx is another a.k.a, right?
Yeah. Champion of the track.
So in real life, he's Danil Konovalov. Welcome to my little podcast.
Thank you.
I'm also happy to welcome Georgi, Yallamassive, Gialamas.
Yes,
That's your real name. Okay, I'm sorry we're talking in English today, but these little boys didn't learn German properly yet. No, I'm joking. Of course they know German, but we enjoy talking in English sometimes.
Because it's a language of Shakespeare.
It's the language of the real people.
Let's keep it like that.
What does your little friend speak there? Did you bring him to the show today?
We have two dogs here. 3 dogs.
All right, so you're the dog,
So
right?
the second dog is hidden, and we had to find him during the show. Like it's not a job. We bought a second.
All right,
dog.
okay. Let's see that. I wouldn't have a guess. So, guys, why are you here? Actually, what makes you come to my living room? What do you think? What do you expect?
We're here because you invited us in the first place.
Right.
We know where you live. We know that there is always good food and good espresso at your place.
That's what I want to hear.
And we heard that you're
the
going
best
online.
walnuts from Germany.
Yes.
The best.
Papa.
The best coconuts. No, it's not coconuts from Benny.
Just say coconut.
And I think those are the very best olives you could actually bring,
Yeah.
because they brought their own food. I'm the worst host you could
Like
bring.
it.
Greek olives.
Greek olives, yeah. you know that they.
But actually I thought that we're gonna have the whole beautiful dinner table set up, but it took us so long to set up the whole technical bullshit here. So the whole thing is already almost empty. I don't want to mention the bottle of wine, which is half empty already. But we're starting. I'm really happy about that. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit confused because all the machines make me wild. But
That's what you said.
exactly. So
This is the first that's what you said. Like we have to count it.
Count
Okay.
number 1. I will blend it in. Okay, so I'll give you a little overview. What's gonna happen tonight? I have no idea how long. Probably how much space we have on the SD card that my friend Daniel brought. Thank you very much for investing. So I want to quickly say, like, this podcast was a little idea of mine and a friend of mine. We were sitting on the balcony and we were thinking about stuff, how you do it sometimes. And I was thinking I love to talk to people, like most people do, but not everyone maybe. And I love to get to know people better by just listening to them and actually finding out what they're about, what's their passion. And actually I always realize while I'm talking to people, like sometimes my brother asked me like, what is Danilo doing for job or something? I was like, I can't exactly tell you. I mean, he's earning a lot of money, but I don't know really. So it happens to not exactly for you, but just an example. Sometimes I don't talk about jobs the whole evening because I sometimes, for me, it's more interesting what people are doing after their job.
Yeah.
That's why
It's called
my podcast
5
is
to
called 5 to 9 because most jobs are from 9 to 5, as you say. I mean, unfortunately, I never had a job which goes from 9 to 5. because it's always longer. You should really choose the right job for your life. But if you like, if your job is interesting enough and it fulfills you, it's surely cool if you're spending your whole night there and I don't know what. So for me, it's interesting how people are interacting with this work and life thing, work-life balance, however you say it, and what they're just doing after their job and what they really love doing in life. I mean, it can be their job, it can be something completely different. You could be a drag queen at night. I met some people you wouldn't be able to tell. So I'm hoping that some people will give me the pleasure to come to my house, my studio, whatever it will be, to talk to me about their life, their things they want to do and they're doing and they're thinking. We could even just hang around and just have a chat, you know. So
good question. Sorry for interrupting. I was wondering what is that.
you're not about to talk. I'm talking.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry. Say what you wanted.
Yeah, it's a good opening. Yeah, like everybody else asking me as well, like what's Danil doing actually? Like
I also don't know what he's doing because his job is like a mystery. He's
You should ask him actually. He's looking retarded.
he's the
Yeah. So I don't know how to go on. I mean, what do you think? Like, do you like to talk about your jobs? Do you do it a lot?
No,
I think I don't dislike it, but
because they're watching.
because
I know. I did think about that. I mean,
it's
Can we
actually
block it like on YouTube, like VPNs, like that?
censored.
okay, we cut now 5 minutes out. Now Georgi can go on talking.
Fuck this shit. The people there are like shit.
No, I actually enjoy talking about my job because I like it at the moment. Like if you ask me about my previous job, I wouldn't enjoy it so much talking about it because it was shit. I mean, it was job, you know. It was literally 9 to 5 the definition. But my job at the moment doesn't feel like job because I mean, of course it's job. I'm working. I'm doing my job. But the people are super nice, and that's why it feels like basically going to, I don't know, it's a nice gathering of people who are there to do the job and enjoy the time together, which is super important, I think. And it's very difficult for a lot of people, I think, to do it, like to have this type of job. That's why everybody's waiting for the moment after the job or for the weekend. But so I enjoy it. That's why.
Can I cut at that moment and say, like, have a little, besides info about you guys? I mean, for example, you like making music, you're a beatboxer, you're also playing music in improvised theater. They're called Bühnenpolka.
Yeah.
They're actually quite famous already, and you're on stage a lot, let's say. I mean, you like to do that in your free time. You're also earning some money, I guess, besides.
You did a research, sir.
Actually, that was the only thing I researched on the internet about you. I mean, to me it always seemed like you're doing stuff all the time. I mean, it's hard to get hold of you sometimes, even. Although I know you maybe want to meet me sometimes. No, but really, I mean, you're doing a lot of stuff, so I have the feeling like you're filling your free time with stuff. I mean, we're going to museums sometimes together as well, I know, and you do it all the time, and you seem to soak up the cultural life here in Munich. I mean, now we're in Munich for now. So, how is that? I mean, did you ever think of doing music stuff mainly, or do you like to keep it that way?
Mm-hmm. About museums. Sundays are for museums. Like you can find us in the museum every Sunday. Like
because it's €1.
Yes, it's €1.
Cheap art is the best art.
There's also a couple more reasons which are not allowed to be said.
Yeah, we speak about them behind the camera. It's a photo shooting, actually. It's a photo shooting. Yes. Where to start? Yeah, I've thought about earning money only from music. But maybe
you've been in a jury, beatbox jury for some contest or something.
He's
right?
also the European champion of beatbox and MMA, I guess.
Of boxing as well,
yeah,
right?
more like
beating and boxing.
There's a special competition where you have to beatbox and box at the same time, and I won this. No, I mean, I don't know.
Look at the biceps.
Look at my biceps.
So if the other
Thanks.
beatboxer is too strong in terms of music, you can beat him still with your fist.
Yeah.
So that's a real beatboxer.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a real Bulgarian like you, just go aggressive. Daniel's no
Like
knows
the
about my
Bulgarian back kick.
Bulgarian kick.
Oh yeah, will bring me to another topic, but let's cut here and go to the next point. I mean, Georgi is from Bulgaria, but we will talk about that later. I mean, it's not the most important thing for now, but definitely interesting to me. Let me see what I wrote down, just so I don't. Exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
So, so how about you, Daniel? I mean, as far as I got to know you in the last years, I mean, you're definitely into music. I mean, we all met on concerts, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's how I got to know those dudes.
Me and you, it was that Serbian band Repetitor.
Exactly,
And
there's
him
history is
Moderat.
connected.
Yeah.
And it was like in the circle of a few months. I mean, we met more or less in the same half year, let's say. And so, I mean, we even played a bit of music together. Never released anything.
I still have
They
one
did,
record.
but I didn't.
We were
There's
checking-
Salmon Winds together. There's a band as well. So
Yeah.
not also to mention.
We were checking all the recordings on my PC, and we found some super old recording with you from Gizing. it's like 50 minutes. I remember when we played.
Was it maybe here in this living room? There was one
Maybe,
recording which was
maybe.
good, actually.
We
When I
thought
played
that it's
bass.
good. I mean, I know that we listened to every recording, and every time we played, it was like, oh fuck, it was amazing. And then
Orgasmic.
It's like 50 minutes, only one beat, and at some point after 25 minutes it changes, and something else happens, but it stays the same the whole time. It's so fun to listen to it. Years later, but it's material which we'll keep forever.
But maybe I think
Was it good or was it not?
I think it was not with
I mean,
this,
it's-
though.
No,
I think with the no what no
no, there is one
No.
of them. There were three persons because somebody was playing synthesizer. I think this was
okay
the one here, but
we never had
Well, I
that.
did play a bit of synth.
Yeah, but I think we have like that recording on your PC or something like that. But yeah, it was like modern jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
call it experimental.
Like you could call a lot
Quite
of things
true.
modern jazz. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, we definitely improvised always sometimes for 2 hours in a row. It sounds really professional, but
Yeah.
it wasn't always that
Yeah.
professional, but it was great fun and sometimes really great.
Yeah.
And I have to say those two guys are really, really creative minds, really cool musicians.
experimental.
And experimental and
Call it experimental.
really
you
sporty.
said it.
And sporty brings me back to you. I mean, you're into sports.
Now the dirty questions.
No alcohol, no drugs, no smoking.
Vegetarian.
I quit smoking 1 month ago, literally, like 29 days, feeling good, like, and because I'm getting ready for the next cycling season,
Right,
so I'm gonna do 10,000 kilometers this season.
right.
Done 200 now, but it's January, you know. So
This
but-
season, you mean this year?
yeah, this year, yeah.
So climate change helps you,
It
right?
helps a lot. December was great. December was great. Like it was so warm here. Just like amazing. So, and I'm also a vegetarian. Can you imagine?
Stronger bones.
Yeah,
We should switch back to a podcast I recorded 2 years ago when we did the opposite. No, but you're into this. You're actually Freddy Merckx's son, right, or grandson? Is that true?
it's already a different story.
Ah, right. Okay.
Kinda. I mean, life has changed. No, I'm like my alter ego is a ex-professional, very professional cyclist from the top ranked league.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? What,
Yeah.
How did that happen that you became an alter ego?
Yeah, like once I was going to work by bike, and I was so bored because like I had a very boring day ahead.
Meeting.
It was Monday meeting, probably.
That brings us to the topic. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like, fuck. I started making jokes in my own like mind, and I was like, oh, it sounds so funny. Why don't I make a character which would make these jokes? And it just like,
Who's allowed to make those jokes?
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
not allowed at work to do those jokes?
No, I can do, but like I mean, just to bring these jokes to the world. Otherwise, if I'm just talking to myself, it's a little bit crazy. Like
Makes sense, yeah.
It should be funny for other people. So, and then it was like 1.5 years ago, I guess, when I started. And then I was just like wrote a couple scripts. We did with Georgi the first.
Right. Georgi the first. That sounds like royal person.
It was Georgi the first. No, we did the
He's
first.
from a royal Bulgarian family from
Georgi.
the old times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Georgi.
And we basically filmed 2 episodes, tried it out. And
What episodes? Is it a YouTube series? As far as I know?
It will be YouTube series about my alter ego and comedy, tragedy, more like mockumentary.
And sports action, of course.
Yeah, exactly. It's like against smoking, drugs, about sports. It's very good for the whole family.
Okay, so you're against smoking drugs, but drinking drugs is
Drinking
okay.
drugs is good.
So you drink
Eating,
weed, you
yeah.
drink heroin and everything.
Yeah, more
But okay.
sniff weeds.
No, to be honest, I mean it's there's a serious story behind it. It relates to real bike history.
Yeah, and nowadays store like the feeling of the culture, and yeah, that's why I quit my job and just like decided to do it.
And that sounds amazing to me because I mean you're an engineer. I was wondering. I mean, I mean I made a silly joke. He's Putin's son, but he's from Russia. German doesn't know any better jokes about this topic. So, Daniel came from Russia to work here, I guess, to study a bit as well, right?
Study a bit, work a bit.
Theo, like you're not allowed to go back to Russia. It's an important topic as well.
All right, okay, let's come to that a little bit later, but.
Did you call them?
They're just gonna come to arrive later.
Yeah, like guys, are you like you checking GPS?
The next Erdogan scandal, just Putin scandal type. You don't know about Böhmermann, I guess.
Who's that?
Who?
Yeah, you don't even know.
Burner.
I realize, okay, you don't know Böhmermann. He also has a famous podcast, but we're not gonna talk about him.
Fucking.
So let me.
Buddy man.
So my question was actually, you came from Russia and you wanted to work here, and what made you change your mind? I mean, you studied engineering, became software developer, right?
Yeah.
And do you like that kind of work?
Yeah, I still like it, but I just decided because since like. I don't know, since I started my first education, like my bachelor's, I mean, I studied, I worked, so I mean, I reached quite some stuff, so now I just could afford myself, like, I don't know, 6 months of accomplishing one other project before I'm turning too old to, you know, do this kind of crazy stuff, so that was just the idea behind it.
And I totally respect that because, I mean, you say you can afford it. And of course, if you have a good job, you can get on in Munich if you save some money. But other people who have like good salary, they definitely, or a lot of them have like such a high living standard that they can't afford, you know, like spending 3 months jobless, like officially jobless because you're working on stuff all the time. But for me it's interesting because I see how you do it. I mean, you like quality food and stuff, but you also know how to save money, how to
just
put it in the right channels,
don't
right?
go to
Exactly, and he doesn't. I mean, he's a good drinker and he likes to have fun. He's not sitting all day at home, but I mean, you feel like he's everywhere, but he never goes.
Just go for free.
We hardly ever met in a bar, to be honest. It was on the concert recently once in Schwabing, but. It's really rare. I mean, we're hanging out outside. There's such great places in Munich, and there's a lot of cool people just enjoying what's there. You don't even have to spend that much money.
You don't need money to have a good time, basically.
No.
Exactly. So yeah, you saved your money to do stuff that you like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you're actually teaching yourself how to film, how to edit.
YouTube is teaching me. You teaching me edit.
It's YouTube University.
YouTube University is just like that.
So yeah, we're even helping each other by now. He helped me with some sound editing, and we're giving equipment to each other. So
it's a community.
Yeah.
Oh, it's growing.
And it's sometimes, I mean, I think like, fuck, Danil doesn't have to work, but then I try to get hold of him and he's busy the whole week. So, I mean, there's I mean, if you have your ideas what you want to do, there's enough things to do. You don't even...
Yeah. I think it's very human thing to... Well, a lot of people want to keep the economy growing like that. They're not... They say like, oh, fuck, I can't stop. I can't afford myself to stop working. Like, I know people who are even like single.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have like, they just have to pay rent basically. They like, no, I can't stop working. I want to keep the economy growing.
So let's say a career way. I mean, that's fair enough, and I totally understand that if you're in a certain business area, how do you call it, branche?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a certain field, it's normal. I mean, if you're in business studies and you work in some company afterwards, it's like normal. Like my brother also works in a company, and he told me like after 3 years, it's normal you get promoted for the next step. Otherwise, something's not right. I mean, and then you change and you go to a new company and you always rise up.
Yeah.
And for example, in media, it's not always like that. I mean, if you're doing like management basis, that's different. But for example, as an editor, I'm also working partly as an editor. You don't actually rise anywhere. I mean, you're just doing that job and you can develop your skills, but it's not
but unless you still you either jump to management
or you're chief editor or post-production, head of post-production or something like that. There's little things that you can... But otherwise, I mean, if you talk to really developed editors, like really acknowledged editors, they will sometimes tell you like, that's what I want to do, that's what I like.
That's what you're going to do, they all like.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so actually, to be honest, I don't always know if I want to stay in that area because a lot of things fascinate me, and I'm not sure if I will always want to do the same. And it's also one reason why I'm doing this podcast, because I'm interested in other...
We need sponsors.
It's not about the money.
It's not.
Send the people to PayPal.
PayPal.
Actually, Daniel is spending me everything. It's okay. He's sponsoring the show. Thank you, Daniel.
Mute this information.
No, but I know, Georgi, you have a little bit different angle. I mean, I have the feeling, that you will talk.
Now.
That you have more like more like clear aims. Well, I'm not saying you don't have clear aims, but for now you're trying your things, and you have always your company. And when you talk to me about where you apply new and stuff, when you got the new job and so on, you're really making up your mind, okay, I can do this step and this step. So you have more like a career perspective on things, but you still do your stuff besides. I don't know how long you will go on with it.
Do you have this question like where does he see himself in 5 years?
I'm prepared for this question.
Everyone loves this question.
No, I don't like it, but yes.
I see myself on your spot.
Bounce!
I want to put the questions.
I'm older than him, that's why. No,
exactly 5 years.
I don't know what my question was.
No.
So.
What is the next favorite HR question?
What makes you perfect for this position?
That's what you said.
So we didn't actually talk about what you're doing. So you're doing like sexual illusions here. What's the deal with your kind of? What are you doing? That's, for example, one thing. I think I'm still not. I think you're doing. Hang on. I think you're doing like you're developing softwares for
People's.
It's like scientific.
Can we make a quiz?
I'm not exactly sure.
With A.
I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Why am I doing a podcast when I can't explain after talking so many times to my friend Georgi.
That's why we have the podcast.
Exactly.
So
that's why I'm doing it, because I realize I have to.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to do anything.
Okay,
I'm
A,
interested,
I'm a
sorry.
zookeeper. B, I'm a...
A zookeeper? What is a zookeeper?
Like a zoo.
Yeah, actually, recently I asked myself these questions because I registered on Reddit, and Reddit gave me some random nickname, and it was something like Sweet Zookeeper or something like that. And I was like, okay, Zookeeper, I know this job title from video games where you have to, I don't know, kill the zookeeper to feed some animals in a game, but what is zookeeper doing?
This is
Reddit
very-
gave you the name. How does Reddit give you the name?
Yeah, because when you...
I was getting motherfucking deep.
What are you doing, man?
Reddit is
No,
maybe-
sorry. Let him speak.
No, because I was reading some article about about get like the taxes you pay in Germany for TV and stuff,
Broadcast, yeah.
broadcasting, radio, and I wanted to see the other comments, and I clicked on view other comments, and it asked me to register, and I just clicked to register, and it suggested me automatically a nickname. So I think it's a great idea because they make it so easy for you to register without hesitating, basically. So, hey, my name is the Sweet Zookeeper. Or something
Okay,
like
on Reddit.
that.
Follow it.
Follow me. I have like.
Actually, I like if you Google Yallamassive, I found your old videos on Reddit. For some reason, I was just googling Yallamassive.
Yeah.
Oh. Which page you posted?
Yeah. I asked him one time to do advertisement. For
This is my friend. He is a musician. He has his video.
Yeah, but Pedro is an influential person. Really.
Yeah, actually, Pedro is a friend of Georgi's from his hometown,
Mm-hmm.
and he brought those two boys together.
My ex-roommate.
Yeah, we met actually at Pedro's place, drinking smoothies with vodka, and like, yeah.
And then again, Pedro is a totally different person. He's
Redditor.
he's a real. How would you describe his point of view to this topic? Like, what does he like to do more, job or private? I think he's like into his stuff so much.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I mean, he's a really nice, cool person in private. Definitely wants to hang out and so on. But he's really into his stuff, and I think he's really like a
Responsible person, it's called.
responsible person. No, I don't
Person
know.
who
Is
works.
he? No, not that. But a nerd.
Actually, yeah.
Nerd is like the modern way for it, but in a positive way. I think nerd in a way like. He's when he deals with stuff, he's really like deep into it and
Not wasting his
geeky
time,
about it.
basically.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's
Ah,
another thing.
no.
He's not here right now. Sorry.
Pedro, respect for you.
Respect.
Respect.
Massive.
Wicked!
No, yeah. Actually, you said Pedro is a redditor. Basically, he's like. And
Yeah,
like you said,
you could describe this.
He basically comes back home and he reads stuff about everything
Yeah.
and playing computer games, basically. So
And he's working as a software
front-end developer.
Front-end developer.
So if you want
right.
to create a website in Twitch
Against
JavaScript,
someone else.
against someone else, I like anti-advertisement. Like if you're president, you want to make a
Something about
anti-campaign.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, something about Bitcoin. No, it's not a joke. I mean,
There is a very funny story
There is
actually.
a
The
funny
funniest story ever made.
yeah.
So I can in
Go for it.
5 words.
In 5 words.
Yeah, okay. I will try to make it short. But it
There was already more.
yeah, true. But so when I was working for like that Bitcoin company, which
Back in Russia.
no,
Siberia.
year, like for 1 month, kinda. And so my boss was a very extraordinary, funny person, and I don't know what he's doing job wise, but he always had like enemies, on which he wanted to make a website about the info of these enemies to bring them down, so no one is working with them. And Pedro helped me twice. He came like 2 times. We spent the whole day trying to get some info on those people and like build a little website, and we just all we couldn't get the idea of who those people were and what did they do bad. So we were just like,
Nils never.
yeah, like. So, but Pedro got a bike for that.
This
For
was
this
his
job.
salary. Yeah.
For
That's why you got your old bike.
not mine, from my boss.
Ah, yeah, you got it donated because you worked in some startups, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it was like super retarded and weird.
You got a
But-
bike, you got an iMac.
Yeah, exactly.
That brings up two new topics. I'm sorry, because you worked in 2 or 3 startups.
Two.
2 startups. For how long?
Bankrupt.
Yeah,
Startup, bankrupt.
ever since you came, right?
Yeah.
No, but it took like half a year or 1 year. 1 year.
One startup was like only 1 year, and
Ah,
the
okay.
other one month.
All right. And how was that? I mean,
Live fast, die young.
because you came from a company which is a big company. I don't even know the name anymore. Where you did a job which was well paid, but you were not satisfied somehow,
Yeah.
or not
Yeah,
I don't
with startups,
not
they
busy
were like
enough.
also well paid. Great. Great.
Okay,
But they just didn't work out.
They burned
but you
money.
got paid by iMac or what? I mean, there was no like real security in this.
No. I got from another startup. I didn't get salary like for 4 months, I guess. They still owe me money. Basically, that's why I got a laptop.
That's why you do sports now to keep
Yeah,
them up
yeah,
at
yeah.
some
I know
point.
somebody who can make websites for the
yeah, they paid you.
Please make websites.
I'm still
Enemy
gonna
website.
get like yeah.
I mean, what do you think? Why they failed?
Because like in one startup, yeah, well, like the first startup, basically, the head of sales were banging the investor. Like she had huge boobs, and she was pretty smoking hot, and the dude was like banging her, and that's why I guess the sales
During the day, or
I don't at night in the morning probably
On the rooftop,
like on the rooftop
oh, you
here.
had a rooftop bar. I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't. She banged him. So, and I mean, like, if you bang the head on sales, so the only one thing is growing, but not sales.
That's true.
That's
Okay,
why.
sounds reasonable. I mean, fair
Although the
enough.
other
Fair
part,
enough,
the
if
other
she
part of the
if
team
she
was pretty
really
cool. Yeah,
attractive. I mean, you would give away
I
your
think-
company for a woman.
yeah, but like, I mean, he was super rich. Like,
You didn't
really.
need the startup. What was it about? Just
it
briefly.
was about like neurology, like helping people with mental diseases.
No, was it like pharma?
It
pharma
was not
startup?
pharma. It was more like getting to know which mental disability and which condition person has. Like I don't know,
Okay.
being analyzing it in a
But you developed kind of devices or machines,
devices
because
exactly,
you're an
and
engineer,
plus
so, yeah.
algorithms to do it.
All right.
But just like medical field is also super hard. You have to certify everything. No one wants to buy from you new devices because it's just like there are some big companies who are going to be there all the time and they're providing proper solutions and no one wants to work with the new
Because there's no
companies.
trust.
Exactly, because
in
it's
the
like
small startups,
it's with our company. So it just went down, and people who bought those devices, they have no support. I don't know, like they can just fucking throw it away and.
So your only chance was one of the big players actually buy you off, and then you can
Yeah,
kind of
I think.
earn some money, or at least
Later,
your
maybe.
boss. Yeah. No, but you got well paid at least. So. But,
Yeah, it was okay.
But I mean, as far
Without
as
some salaries,
Yeah.
but well enough.
and did you get some money from Arbeitsamt?
No.
afterwards? No.
I
Okay.
just fucked it up a little bit, I guess. I should have gone to the lawyer, but I didn't. So,
All right.
but now they're making a new startup. I'm following my ex-boss and my ex-investor. So they are running a new startup. So I'm waiting like for the moment when they're gonna go a little bit bigger, so I can get money back.
What's the startup about?
Also mental health care.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like. I mean, I
You would also need some mental health care, or
they would need some.
After you make the website.
Yeah, I will make website about that.
let me just check.
Are we
in between
recording?
check. Maybe I'm drunk and I'm speaking much louder now. Of course I don't hear myself while I'm recording. Okay, no problem. It's running.
Oh.
So, where was I? Yeah, exactly. One question was also like, maybe it's a simple, stupid question, but why did you come to Germany? I mean, for engineering, maybe it makes sense.
Germany, Georgia.
Start.
Answer.
Good question.
Warum bist du hier, man?
Because I mean, there's in terms of you're from a Balkan country, let's say Balkan country, and there's like different countries where people maybe go. I don't know. Okay, of course, Germany, Scandinavia. Maybe there's a lot of, for example, Denmark has the best conditions for families, and I don't know, work-life balance kind of thing. And there's the United States, of course.
Yeah.
And why Germany? I mean, or India or China. Sorry,
Germany.
to forget.
I don't know.
Because it sounds similar to Georgi, Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool artist's name, actually. Georgi, Germany.
Sounds like a porn star. Georgi, Germany.
Are you obsessed with German history?
I am obsessed. Yes, but I mean, let's don't get me started on this. No, I'm joking. Yeah, why Germany? Actually, I mean, last year I had my 10-year anniversary in Germany, and I'm waiting
Mama!
for the joke. Mom! And yeah, it's
Your parents are not here, right?
My father's here
Ah, right.
in Friedrichshafen,
Okay.
but I mean, I think that, like, now years later, I think this was also an important factor. But back then, I didn't really question, because I was like in a foreign language school, and we had to choose from 3 languages. There was French, English, and German. And French, of course, I'm not going to learn French. And not already
Because
knew
it's
English.
gay.
Because because also, and yeah, English I already knew it, like you can hear, like, obviously. and then I decided to go for
10
German.
years ago, yeah.
And then it went so far that I had like this. Well, I think here's
Who's that?
Here's the second part. Okay.
Actually, you can't see her because she's behind the microphone. There's a dog behind the microphone.
She will appear later. I don't know. I never questioned it, and at some point I got so far that I got this German language diploma.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Okay.
And I was allowed to.
How much did you pay for it?
5,000 level and 1 fuck. Easy.
I even got a PhD.
They offered me PhD. As well.
If
all
I
on
pay
the
to
market.
Like 2 for 1. It's a typical Balkan offer. Like, you cannot refuse it.
and you get the driving license for free.
You could have become the chancellor of Bulgaria, but you want to become
I want to become a scientist.
a scientist. Sorry.
Analyst as well.
Actually, he is you're a sociologist, yeah?
Psychologist.
Finally, we have an answer here.
Do you know me, guys?
It's too bad. It's too bad.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So I don't know.
I think you're better in sociology.
I thought anthropologist. No, you plan to study that at some point.
What is
You said
anthropology actually?
Oh.
It's about dinosaurs.
Oh.
it's about
Dinosaurs.
Cave people, basically.
And which people?
Cave people.
Gay?
Cave people.
Cave people. Cavemen.
Yeah, caves? No caves. Like.
That's
No.
what she said.
Yeah. Okay. So which question?
Wet caves.
There are caves in.
Get away from that pussy topic.
Yeah.
Pussy topic.
So
Why don't you have, by the way, this like when podcasts you need like these sounds like
You want to hear it now?
like on radio.
You know the way it works is you put it afterwards. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
next
can-
time I can get someone to do it by.
Okay.
You could do it. You
yeah.
Do one.
Or
one
Oscar, I
sound.
think, if you give him a little DJ
Hang on.
Yeah.
pull.
He just needs these toys where you just press some buttons.
You can do one sound for me if one
Okay.
on radio.
Georgie.
This was
Alright,
sound.
so I'll use it for
This is my favorite.
Yeah.
Copyright
Not all
doesn't
here.
exist in my show.
When you attack your girlfriend.
Yeah.
So so why Germany? I mean, Because of the language course you did, and then you had the skills to kind of.
Yeah, and
But you also knew English. I mean.
Yeah.
It was closer, right?
It was
In
it
terms
was
of
more
geographical
attractive.
distance.
Let's say
All right.
back then when I was thinking about education, I know. First of all, I don't like cold countries. I mean, let's say Germany is colder than Bulgaria, but England is much colder. Way
In
colder
terms
than
of
everything.
not in terms of mentality, but actually
Yes,
climate.
and before that I never went to England, so I didn't really know it. I mean, I went to Germany for the World Beatbox Championship before I finished school,
right.
and it was in Berlin. I was like, I want to be here because it was so international, so much culture. I wanted to continue making music, and for me, Bulgaria was already too small. Like, you just make one thing in TV, and then you're famous. Basically, I mean, everybody knows, and then you reached everybody the limits. Basically, I mean,
Really?
not
Is
the
it
limit.
like that?
Yeah, I mean, for me it was somehow super fast. I mean, in 2 or 3 years, and then it was like, okay,
But you could use. I mean, you could feel proud to be on top, and I don't know.
yeah.
That's what,
That's what she said. I knew it comes. That was like this 10th time now.
No, four.
We're
four,
counting
four,
still.
that's,
Are you really counting?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh man,
yeah.
you're professional.
Our yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, contrary to all the beliefs, I didn't move only to study. That's the
Yeah.
thing. But I also wanted to prosper in music and
Right.
to continue doing music. And I
Right.
think it was a good choice because I saw how it is in Berlin. I didn't get accepted in Berlin with psychology because I wanted to study psychology as well.
But I didn't ever want to study music or stuff like that. I mean, you come from hip hop, right? So
Yeah,
you don't really
mostly
study
hip-hop.
hip hop usually.
Oh,
so.
you studied on the street.
Street.
Of course.
University of where
Started as Agora
Started
street
Agora street.
hip hop.
and yeah, for me, I actually researched a little bit on Google. Are there some universities who offer like drummer education,
Sure, yeah.
but to get accepted as beatboxer, even work with them.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But it was not so consistent for me, the answer, so I decided to go for psychology because it's very interesting, and I don't regret it at all.
And there's the most beautiful girls usually in the studies. That's
yeah,
what
it
I
was
learned.
like
Now we're rolling.
I think from from 100
Mostly girls, let's say, not only. I mean,
Yeah.
what's beautiful? I mean, we could discuss that another time.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful inside, outside, whatever.
I think you're being sexist.
I think
I don't know.
God,
YouTube is going to take the video
Yeah.
off nowadays
Because
to 2020. So
Beautiful is subjective, you know. It's can't.
yeah, from 160 people, 140 are girls. So
That's what I'm saying.
it's very
Yeah,
profitable to study this.
that's what I learned.
So anyway, let's say you.
But how long did it take to find a girlfriend?
16 years. 16 years.
Okay, maybe. I mean, that could mean everything, but I mean, why would it find a girlfriend if there's 120 girls?
I think because I had a girlfriend before that, the whole time actually.
Right.
the whole time.
The whole time.
Can I get a little bit of the wine?
Yeah, sure.
And I was very happy to break up with her. It's best moment of my time.
Cheers, girls!
Yeah.
Was it in Bulgaria or?
She was living in Berlin.
In Berlin, okay.
Oh, it was like so much freedom. Breaking with your everybody knows it. How, like breaking with your girlfriend is so. I mean, not with current girlfriend. I mean, but like the previous ones which you didn't like basically. It's so good. So yeah, we broke up and then I.
On the phone.
Oh, no,
Sorry, I can't follow you there.
But did you do it on the phone or like
No.
SMS?
Live.
Like Instagram live? No?
Live. After
Everybody could see it.
Yeah,
No,
everybody-
wow,
everybody-
wow.
We're done.
That's right. Yeah, after that you get this like goodbye blowjob and it's over.
Oh, you wish.
No, it's
Okay, now we're talking.
yeah.
All right.
That's my story. Why I came to Germany.
I would be actually scared to.
That's what everyone will remember. So no
like
problem.
getting a blowy after you break up with her because like I mean bad. You know, dangerous.
Yeah, I'm
What's
about-
this tattoo about on your arm?
It's about
Ex-girlfriend.
my ex-girlfriend. I loved her so much, but yeah, then we broke up. I got the final blow.
And history repeats. It's like, is that a cultural thing in your country?
Yeah, it's a cultural thing, because you spoke about the risk which you take when you get a blowjob or if you break up. But it's the Bulgarian thing. You take the risk. No risk, no fun. And it was good.
And what did you give to her?
Nothing. No, really, Johnny.
God.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you said we're just talking, you know?
Yeah, of course. No, it's not. I mean, it's not my life. No, I'm joking.
Is she
all
alive?
Good, all good.
Still,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's. I checked her Instagram.
You little weirdo.
What's her name on Instagram?
Ugly.
I wanted to say the same.
Ugly 82.
Because Instagram gave her this name.
Reddit.
Like
Reddit. It's synchronized. You can't help. I mean, it just gives you. It looks at you and gives you.
It works with face recognition.
So now you know why those dudes don't have no longer have jobs. Okay. So
Let's get back to the topic.
what was the topic? So I'm looking at my questions that I just prepared, not to lose my mind. What would you have done if you wouldn't have come to Germany? Maybe. Is that a good question?
But let's Konovalov answer. Moscow.
What would you have done if you would be in Moscow? You're from Moscow?
Yeah.
We didn't mention that. It's also a big city. There's a lot of things going on, I'm sure. I haven't been there.
I would be in prison.
Okay, now we come to the story that we started earlier. So you're not allowed to go back to Russia, right?
Yeah, I'm not. Because, so, there's a...
Oh, you're allowed, but you shouldn't go.
it's always so the tax department is looking for me.
Right.
So...
Because of your alter ego or your real life?
No, because of my of taxes.
How much taxes do you?
I don't even know. It's really taxes is the thing which government is telling you you have to pay taxes. You how much? Calculate by yourself. You fuck why? So and you never know what's right.
And you're living here. I mean, you should pay taxes here.
Yeah, true. But they want it there also.
Also.
Yeah. I
additionally.
mean, in the US,
Wow.
there
Okay.
it's also it's all pretty tricky.
Okay. While we're living here, they want taxes there.
Some also.
But is that part of the reason? Honestly, now
Part
is
of
it
the
part of
deal.
the reason why you're here still?
No.
Would you have gone back? I mean,
No.
Go back to prison.
Go back to prison? Not again.
I mean, his
No.
best mate had his wedding and he couldn't go. I mean, I found that a
that's
little
true.
bit sad.
That's
I mean,
true.
he came here. He's a nice guy. He came here a lot of times already. Did a bike trip with you for his bachelor's night, day, weekend. So, but
No, I wouldn't go back because, I mean, there's not... Moscow is a great city when you're young and you want to just have fun. But living there is not too much fun because it's cold.
not always.
Well,
Can
I
be
mean,
hot,
I mean,
right?
it's still pretty fucked. Plus, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, definitely, about the political situation in Russia.
Right.
And there are no cool jobs. I mean, there are still some IT and tech, but it's far away from any European. Well, okay, yeah, from most of the European countries and US. So that's why there's not too many things to do there.
Okay. But I think you told me once as well you tried to get involved with some party which kind of showed an alternative to the leading party, which is leading for ages already, as far as I know.
Yeah, but
there was no chance.
I was young and stupid.
Why would you be
No,
stupid?
I wasn't. I was young, definitely.
Naive, you think?
Naive, yeah. I mean, nothing has worked so far. I mean, it's
Against the leading
yeah,
party.
exactly.
Okay.
It's like it's strong there.
Yeah. I mean, people want. I mean, they want like a strong leader and so on. That's what they tell us
also
here at
true.
least. Yeah.
So I mean, I would even not be surprised that like Putin could win next election by himself without even faking it, because there a lot of people love it. Love him.
I believe so.
He gave me once a mug with Putin's face.
Actually, a friend told me he was in Morocco recently, and when hang on, wasn't there election right now in
Morocco?
No, in Russia. Wasn't there a new? I know Medvedev went back and Putin.
Yeah, he stepped
got
back,
a new guy. No, okay. No, but there was something else. I think Putin held his speech on TV for the year or something like that, and there were some Russian guys, and they were really like, yeah, celebrating him. But
Yeah.
so
I mean,
it does happen. I mean,
a lot of people
they were
love
like football game. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe some people do that about Merkel as well. They do it hidden, maybe. So, okay, yeah.
So where Georgi would have been if he was.
Yeah.
I think he's been in Sofia because everybody in Bulgaria goes to Sofia. It's like the fastest growing city.
So yeah.
It's growing so fast, and all the other cities are emptying slowly. I mean, like not so fast that you can see it like happening, but you can check the demographic data. It's growing very fast. Like I think like officially there are 1.4 million people there, but there are like at least 500,000 which are not registered. They just live there because in Bulgaria it's a little bit relaxed. You don't have to register. You can just keep your home address in some other city and live there for years. And it's I think I would have been there because I love the music scene there. It's good. The people are super nice, and there is still this young culture happening, and
it's actually growing right now. Right?
Yeah, it's growing, and I think it's also a big, huge plus that Bulgaria is slowly freeing itself from like previous communism mentality, and younger people are taking over slowly, which you can feel also because of the easier connection to the European Union, which they have since 2004.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, I always enjoy going to Sofia.
Is there not many people going away, like in a lot of countries?
Yeah.
In the Balkans?
Yeah, and they're going. I don't really have I'm a scientist. I want to have like statistical data.
Yeah.
But I don't have it. But I like, let's say it's 50-50. Like for my friends who went abroad after high school, like I would say.
And who got kids.
Like 50% of them are going back to Sofia because the tech industry is growing very fast, and big companies are also opening offices there, and looking like they're really thirsty for people because
East European Silicon Valley.
Yeah, it's the Silicon Valley in the Balkans.
In terms of this or in terms of
both of them bound to.
Is it a big thing like to have?
Yeah, it's a big business in Bulgaria. There's one.
Which one now?
Like
fake boobs.
This one. Okay. Now I
Let's
get
go back to
confused.
the topic. It's a big thing. Taking the silicon is a big thing.
Silicon is a thing.
Yeah. So I think it would have been there. So a lot of friends of mine who even got good jobs in the US.
Boob jobs
as well.
That was my next question. Yeah. So there's people who went away and come back and bring new influence and so on.
Yeah, and
is that not happening a lot in Russia? Just a second. I mean, in Moscow, for example.
Who's living,
who are living abroad, coming
some
back.
People, I guess, are coming back, but also I don't have any stats.
But I mean, for you, for example, are not like usual. You haven't been like a usual kid in terms of. You've been around the world as a kid as well, because your parents were traveling a lot through work. So you went to. You can quickly say South America as well. No, I'm not sure.
No.
Just
mostly Balkans and and also Germany.
Germany as well. So you grew up actually in Germany a while.
A little bit.
So you got to know some music here as well.
Rammstein.
Rammstein.
Du hast mich.
which is famous in Russia, I'm sure.
Yeah,
as well. Yeah.
I mean, it's all over the world. I guess.
Genghis Khan, of course.
Genghis Khan. Who's singing that actually?
It's a band, Genghis Khan, actually.
Oh,
I know someone who's dancing for this band. Yeah.
How? Strip club.
Actually, the dancing is more important because it's all playback, as far as I know. But I don't know.
Oh, now he's telling some secret, crazy
Some
secrets.
insiders.
Information.
In Balkans you've lived in Serbia, in
In Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia, sorry.
In Belgrade, yeah. Macedonia, Montenegro.
No, everything with
Okay, but mainly Germany, mainly Balkans,
Yeah.
mainly in Germany, and no other places. I thought even further, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you haven't been in Russia all the time. You went to school in Serbia, for example. I saw some kids' videos of you dancing on the stage with some girls as a little boy already. So, I mean, that's probably also kind of not connecting you too strongly with Russia, I guess, huh?
No, I mean, I've never had like a proper home. I used to live like at one place for like a couple of years here, a couple of years there. So I was always like, yeah.
But it's not a problem.
No. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm happy that I had this chance.
Was Munich your first city in Germany? I mean, after your bachelor's, you used it in Russia?
No. I was like in Coburg for 5-6 months, and then in Shanghai for 5 months. I was
Shanghai
in
was independent of that. Right?
Yeah.
That was
by myself.
just you and some.
Just me and my rice.
Wow, it's like a Chinese philosophy. Like, so if you can choose between Coburg and Shanghai, which one?
Could you just switch to Chinese for a moment to impress people?
我姓肖吗 Daniel.
Georgi.
No, that's not too bad.
Okay, we can't control this now, but I'm sure you're right.
I was swearing. No,
Okay.
I forgot. The language is too tough.
Yeah,
really.
but you learned a few quick words.
Yeah, exactly.
The important stuff. How to get into the club and
And get out of the club.
Okay. Sorry, now I totally switched from Sofia to Shanghai, but
it's very common that when we talk, the topics jump.
exactly. Yeah, it's quite authentic the way we talk right now. Let me see if I missed something. So we're done. Ciao.
Ciao.
So I don't know, how can we summarize this? I mean, I don't
Can you give us some like Instagram girls quote like from
Instagram girls.
like you know?
Can I hide my face?
Motivational quotes.
You should not do it.
No, but like
Just don't do it.
Stop right now.
like
Don't do Instagram. It hurts you.
Okay, that's
It
true.
will hurt you at some point.
No, I was thinking about this like you live your life like if you want to summarize this shit.
Yeah.
You live
You
your
should
life
summarize.
only once, and that's why you have to enjoy every second and moment like a butterfly.
Oh.
True.
Are
Yeah.
you wet already?
What counts in life are not the breaths you take, but the moments which you stop your breath or something like that. Like, this is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it comes.
So exactly, that's what Nils
Wants to say.
I'm
thank you.
expecting from you, like, if you want to finish this with a fatality.
What's fatality?
Have you played Mortal Kombat?
What's fatality?
Like from Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
When
Kombat.
Sub-Zero freezes you, and he's like,
Fatality.
Yeah.
No, actually, I just did a Street Fighter game. Not
it's like soft.
Mortal Kombat. I watched the film, but it was really bad.
Really?
Whoa.
Oh no.
Wow, you should watch it.
No.
Sorry.
I
From a filmmaker's perspective.
you were 11 back then.
I'm saying from a filmmaker's. Yeah.
But if you watch it now, I tried to watch it, I guess, 1 or 2 years ago. It's super shit.
It's
like,
difficult.
It's tough.
But did you try watching recently movies like Rambo or Rocky or Taxi,
No.
like some old movies? They're still good. I'm surprised.
I tried to watch Leon, the professional.
fuck.
It's super shit.
Pedophile. Fucking
Pedophile, man.
Yeah.
Fucker.
So pointless. He even got an Oscar or got nominated.
I don't know who was why.
Don't say anything against Oscar. That's my son.
Yeah. So
But you know the movie, yeah?
Yeah.
It's so retarded.
I tried
It's
watching
ages ago. To be honest, I hardly remember it.
If you want to watch something bad, watch that movie. I don't know. People
Really?
romanticize.
No,
it
everybody
so
says it's great. I'm not even sure anymore if I
don't know
watched
why.
it.
It's like
Sometimes
Pulp
I'm not
Fiction,
sure
like,
anymore. So many people talked about it that I sometimes think I watched it at some point, but I didn't.
He's just hanging out with the girl.
Why?
No. And
Yeah, I
like
remember,
killing
yeah.
people and being.
Romantic?
It's not romantic. He's a fucking killer. He's a guy, like bad person.
She's 11 or 13 in the movie, and he's like 55, and basically that's the movie. And
Basically, he didn't have any career. I mean, he didn't make anything of his life, right?
No,
just murdering
that's
people.
awful.
I mean, this is the message that we actually want to
Yeah,
present
yeah.
here. I mean,
Just
don't
Study and
don't
don't be
start-
a pedophile.
don't start killing people.
Don't watch overrated
It will
movies,
bring
like,
you to the wrong channels.
like Pulp Fiction. Like nothing's happening in this movie basically. Only some famous actors together. I have to be careful. No.
Yeah. A lot of
love
people
it.
will hate you.
Yeah, no, but
Okay, but I want to ask one more question. For example, Daniel, I know that you actually would like to start your business, right? I mean, you would like to not like a classical engineering startup, but what's your idea for your business, for example? Can you imagine?
I would do anything for money.
Thank you.
Like-
for
the first step for success.
I was
yeah,
hoping.
yeah, pretty much.
This could be a slogan of your website and a company which you
Yeah.
start. Like.
But you don't want to work too much for it.
I don't. Well, I don't want to do stuff which feels like work or someone is telling me to
Right.
do something. It's just like, why?
I want to create my fact sheets and put them online.
Exactly. Yeah, currently I'm working on the movie. I hope it's gonna work and I'm gonna get like some sponsorship money. But it's not gonna work. I have another idea. I'm a big fan of ping pong, and I have like a ping pong related business.
Mm-hmm.
Ping pong shows? Or what is this?
With your feet, naked
Yeah.
feet playing ping pong, something
So,
like that.
if that is not gonna work, I'm gonna do something else. I have a couple more hobbies again, but yeah,
I mean, you can retire already. You have enough hobbies.
yeah. I hope that my parents are gonna get rich.
Gonna get rich.
Or my
Or your child.
yeah, or my
Do
girlfriend.
you have a child?
No, I don't have one.
Ah, you
At
want? One?
least I don't.
You
know
want?
about them.
You want kids? You
No.
want kids?
No.
Not like now, not like today. Like,
Your girlfriend's not listening. Tell me.
by the way, did you contact this New York Film Festival again? Because he's applying to the New York Film Festival next year. This year, actually, it's already.
Yeah.
Is it a bike film festival or a film
Yeah, it's
festival?
bicycle film,
Ah, okay.
But I will also apply for a couple more film festivals.
Cannes, all the rest.
I mean, this is. I was. No, it's. No, no one is waiting for me there. For sure. But there are a lot
Not
of
yet.
smaller festivals where you can.
Yeah, of
I just
course,
want to
of
walk
course.
on this red carpet and I'm like, okay, I'm done with cinematography.
I did my job.
Salary.
You can make a premiere in Munich, like in Werkstatt Kino or Rottmanns Kino to your play.
It's too small. I still want something bigger. I guess.
Big Mateza, got Mateza.
I know a really small cinema. It's actually here. I have a projector.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, you're gonna try that. And I mean, you're shooting on iPhone, right? So that's the
iPhone and GoPro.
That's the new
GoPro
generation.
hashtag- Huh?
That's the new generation. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff filmed on iPhone already.
Like this both porn.
like this thing which you're filming right now.
So is that your genre, bike porn or Actually, you could say. I mean, he's building great bikes, by the way.
This is called bike porn.
Yeah, yeah. You could call it bike porn.
Have you ever used this hashtag on Instagram? Hashtag bike porn?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good.
And Georgi just has some like porn.
Yeah, I have porn on my PC as well. Like,
It's not
Really?
a joke.
it's just called iPhone porn.
How many gigabytes?
How many?
You have to tell. We have a funny story.
Yeah, we went to this Munich Film Festival once, and you know, between every movie there is like a short trivia. The director is going out. People
Q&A.
from the Q&A, and I don't remember the movie. It was a great movie. I think it was this movie in the mountain, with the snow. Anyway, and people in the Q&A putting like asking normal questions like. I don't
Who's
know,
the protagonist?
What's a
who's
normal
the
question? Tell
protagonist?
me.
Like, how did you really jump in the water and film there? And at some point, like some guy, and,
Who was the
and
normal?
he was like, how many gigabytes is the movie? and the directors were like 3 people, like, and like, do you mean the whole movie? Like, yeah, the movie, like, how many gigabytes when you upload it? It's like, and they're like, we can talk about, I don't know, how do you answer this question?
Totally killed the Q&A.
But it's a good.
It's so we have like every time.
It's a good question to get people confused, Laura, because. Yeah.
Well, if you want to, maybe he was pranking.
Yeah, but we still go to this festival every year, and we have this like sometimes we try to motivate each other to play some bet, like to ask like how many gigabytes is the movie.
Maybe he tried to upload his movie and it was too big, so he couldn't upload it.
Yeah,
Or maybe his internet connection died.
maybe because he has.
How did we manage?
Because it's Germany.
Because it's all to internet.
Yeah, all
connection,
to internet.
Yeah, sorry, like, because it's anti-advertisement page who has to make a website about all two.
The worst
yeah,
internet fucking.
two story. Yeah, I mean.
We should not.
So that was a true story.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true story.
First true story today. First
Yeah,
one.
we tried to watch YouTube videos and they didn't work. They didn't. I mean, you were there as well.
You were mad.
What?
We tried to watch YouTube videos and it didn't work.
On this evening, where you tried to show us your shootings, which you did from Dropbox, I think. We tried.
Yes, because so Gesundmeister doesn't afford a really good internet connection.
I can
so
afford
far.
it. The problem is that
You
doesn't
don't.
give it to me.
You don't
That's what you
afford.
said. Not 5, 6.
Put it.
Yeah. How much gigabytes do we have left on the SD
That's a
card,
good
by the way?
question. It's still blinking. I hope it doesn't fake us.
Is it-
It says 1 hour 9.
It was in the beginning.
But
I hope it's working.
Actually, the battery dies. So I think we've had enough.
No, we're not finished. Wait.
No. So I mean, to me, it looks like. It doesn't even matter. I mean, I wanted to
It's
have
getting
a
deep
conversation. I mean, but to me, it looks like you're gonna go on and try to start your own business, right? Which is happening a lot right now. I mean, there's a lot of people starting their businesses and so on, and I think it's the time to try it. And I would love to do it, but I'm not a scientist. I'm not an engineer. And it's really not easy to have a good idea and build your business. And I think you have more of an idea about money than me. But
The more money, the better.
yes, that's already a good thing. I'm always looking for projects which don't bring money, but that's not a good start. But
are you looking for a sponsor, actually?
of course. So what I want to add to this. So Georgi, I expect that you're gonna have a little career, a big career
I hope so.
in your field, but are you gonna make music in the future as well?
Yes. I don't think I'm going to stop. I mean, at some point I'm going to continue making music. No, I mean, let's say
He's in my show, not in your show. He's doing a lot on Instagram,
He's
so it's
doing
not
the
fair. He's abusing my
He's
show.
using filters.
He's using filters, motherfucker. I'm not using filters. This is without filters. So sorry.
I'm actually I never stopped. I think I'm going to continue, maybe the quantity is not so high, but the quality has increased. That's
Right.
why. That's my point.
Right.
And I keep having ideas and I keep working on songs. I even uploaded for first time songs on Spotify
Right.
just to keep them there.
He's also earning money with Spotify right now.
So far,
Boy,
True. Yeah, we should mention that one.
$1.20 so far.
What's your name on Spotify?
Yalamassive.
Yalamassive.
Yeah, and it's just a good feeling to just express yourself. I like it, and I have so many old projects which I want to finish, and I'm going to finish them, and I'm finishing them, and it's nice. And but my next mastering, I'm going to give to this guy because now he has the Montenegrin version of Logic.
It has the biggest balls
Biggest
Yeah.
boss. Yeah.
freeware.
ever since
Logic
Yeah.
freeware.
Montenegrin Pleskivica.
Yeah. Oh.
No, but yeah, this is my like honest answer. I'm going to continue doing it, and yeah, and live actually, like I'm doing a lot of live performances, like you said, with Björn Parker. With Danil, we do once per year a live performance.
Yeah. Everybody's waiting already.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
we
this
still
is-
have, like, we actually had a couple of chances, but we just didn't go for it.
This year.
Check out Salmon Wins on Instagram and
YouTube, I would say.
YouTube.
There are a couple good videos. Really,
Yeah.
really good.
by me, for example.
Yes.
There's one. Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, career. I don't know if it's some. I'm not very relying on it. I just enjoy doing it, and I don't.
That's why he's investing now.
Yeah.
In what?
In stocks. Stonks.
In stocks.
And Bitcoins.
Are you investing in stocks?
Yeah, I mean, let's say either I'm investing or I'm speculating. I still don't know it, but I bought 1,000 stocks of electric cars from China and 1,000 stocks of hydrogen cars from Norway. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm just going to keep them. I'm going to either lose my money, like I did on football betting, or
This is the great story. You should.
This is how it all began.
yeah, or I'm just going to.
He's a
make
First
he's
Gasta
a
by the
risky-
time in Germany.
Risky boy.
yeah, risk so much that
No, you did that in Bulgaria or in Germany?
here
Football
here.
betting.
Yeah. 2 years ago I lost.
That's where you met
1,000.
Gesundmeister,
It was
really.
the best thing while once we're sitting drinking coffee or and George is just like, man, I found that forum and like they're saying the names of like the teams which are gonna win in Japan this third league, like it's fucking deal. It's like I'm not investing in the Spanish league or any shit like
That's boring.
Yeah, this is for
Everybody
sure.
knows.
They don't score any goals. Look, fuck Messi. Fuck
That's the underground football.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's it.
So that's your career
Yeah.
career perspective.
This was my betting career. I tried.
Okay, yeah, you
No,
passed
people,
that.
People try to be independent. People either start new businesses or go betting.
No, but that's like I mean you are also it's like the good thing you tried betting and then you were like okay I will first I think you were playing lotto
Yeah, 1,000
euro. So and from
That's a
there
popular one.
he realized that it's still not working and then he tried betting didn't work
Yeah, it's
now
not-
he is investing
Yeah, exactly. I'm moving. I'm increasing my stocks. You know.
yeah
And
if
now
he
we-
would stay like the same place
Yeah.
it would be stupid
I'm just looking for a fulfillment, like where you do something, you see the effect, and you enjoy it. And
I have something for you. I mean,
Yeah.
in those old Bordsen, like Bavarian Bordsen, they have these big
Automats.
playing machines, you know. You instantly see what's
Oh,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I never tried.
I
this
mean,
before.
nothing's that quick. I mean,
How much is it there right
I
now?
can give you
open?
€5, you start,
Okay.
you never end.
Okay, guys, I'm going.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'll catch you later.
Good. Okay, perfect.
No, but one thing that comes more to my mind. For example, yesterday my brother asked me like, "What do you think? How is that like?" Because he likes to listen to some hip hop music, and he sees those artists who are actually my age, and they're now like the cool hip hop artists, and they have success, and they're doing fine, and so on. But how is that like when you're 50? Like, is that still a cool thing to do? If you're making music your whole life, like because you're not doing it, you didn't choose to become just musician, or either you or you, because you're both playing music a lot. But could you imagine like making hip hop, for example, your whole life,
No, I actually...
Why not?
Because like, I stopped doing hip hop already, mostly, but I just, from my experience, I couldn't keep on in one direction.
Right.
I mean, it was just at some point boring.
In terms of music or in terms of general activity?
General activity, but mostly music, because
Right.
I mean, hip hop was funny in the beginning, but at some point you discovered you can do much
When
more.
Dr. Dre was there,
When Dr. Dre was there,
when
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I know only two of them.
Yeah.
It was much more interesting then.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, let's say hip hop transformed more or less also into different directions, and I'm just looking for a funny part and to listen to or to make fun of trap music by making trap music, like from guys like us who don't usually do trap music. It's the fun part of it. So,
Right.
yes, but I also like other directions.
One Direction.
One direction, two
Two
direction, one direction.
So rap and trap, right?
Yeah.
So different.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do different styles. I mean, as you said before, you
It's
play
like,
in
but
theater
you know,
and-
for example, everyone loves this Spotify Artist of the Year, and for example, with Georgi, you really see that he doesn't like hip hop because Yallamassive it takes like 5 first
All the top places were
top places.
What would you call your music? Yallamassive music. It's not hip hop.
No.
I listened to it. It's more like ambient beats.
Yeah, it's
Something
let's
like
say it's beatless ambient. It's very ambient, yes.
I do more like sounds, right? Not exactly beats.
Oh yeah, it sounds but with structure. I actually don't like ambient, which is completely chaotic because I can't listen to it. It's like takes too long and.
Yeah.
Once he sampled a butterfly.
Yes, it's very very gentle.
Just
sound.
once? Are you sure?
And he sampled some birds.
Bird.
Also.
How about you in terms of music?
I'm listening to still everything, but lately I've been, because I produced a bit of hip hop and trap music lately. I listened a lot to it, and now I'm like hooked with it. But I hope it's gonna go.
In what way? I mean, do you like parodies about certain genres? Do you know
Yeah,
what
I still take hip hop. No, and I don't take it seriously, especially from artists like who.
But you
Yeah.
like the energy of it? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Okay.
sometimes it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But recently we watched a little bit of one hip hop documentary on Netflix, and it was so funny to see all those dudes who are already like 55-year-old, like still having their caps like that and got chains. This is something. If you, I cannot imagine like being 55
And they're still stoned.
They're
They're
still stoned. You can see their eyes like
Yeah.
it's Black broke the mic, man. This you cannot do your whole life. It's boring.
I mean, Snoop Dogg can do it.
Snoop Dogg can do it. but
He's still
Snoop
funny.
Dogg, you know?
Yeah.
Now you
Other-
sound really grown up, guys.
I mean, actually, we're not the people who have to judge if it's boring or not. If they enjoy it, it's their thing. But I don't know. I cannot.
Don't
imagine.
do drugs.
Don't do drugs and hip hop.
And hip-hop.
No, I mean when I met Danil, he was doing punk music. Now he's doing hip hop and trap.
So it's your fault, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, actually, George, for example, introduced me to La Femme.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun, great. You watched them on this festival in Paris? Weren't you
No.
together?
No, that
I
was another
with
year.
George. So George,
And which concert did we watch together? The American band you showed me.
Blink 182. No.
No, unfortunately. This
Tokyo Hotel?
three-man's band
I think they're a couple minutes best.
where we went to Ampere, you know.
Future Island.
No.
No. 3-man band.
Son Luke's.
Yes.
Oh,
Best.
that's great, yeah.
Thanks.
So that's something
That's-
where we meet in the middle, I guess. I mean, I'm also up for different genres, but
Some
this
looks
kind
would
of
be like complicated.
indie, electronic,
Jazzy.
Experimental.
Jamie
noise.
XX.
Jamie XX, basically.
You're like, whoa, well,
Okay,
you should tell this story about Jamie XX.
Yeah.
What's the story?
Jamie had sex? No, I won't tell that story. He used to be my boss in some job. I won't talk about his sex life. No, but Jamie XX, yeah, we drove to an art festival, Danube Festival in Krems, Austria. And we were listening to music, and Daniel played great music. Actually, my girlfriend back then said, like, Daniel plays much better music than you. And then, so we exchanged on Spotify this and this and that. And actually, the girls in the back were actually
all the bitches
sleeping. Sleeping, and we were like celebrating our music and like, yeah, it's the best ever. And then we were listening to some, I don't know what it was, some electronic track. And I was like, somehow I had like this twist in mind, this is Jamie XX, of course. And I said like, yeah, typical Jamie XX. And ever since, like, he doesn't take me seriously anymore. I'm not a music journalist anymore. I used to be really well known, but he took me down. My career is over forever. So that's why I'm here now. You know, that's my new chance for life. So should we wrap this up? Thanks for coming, boys. You were a great guest. I'm really glad to have you here.
You're a great host.
You can kiss now.
Kiss
the bride.
Let's
Kiss
get
the bride.